Hi, I'm ReFabFashion. I'm a part-time reseller on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, and I have a short thrift haul for you today. I was coming back from a weekend vacation, kind of wanted to break up my drive, and I stopped at a Savers outside of Boston and was hoping for some good luck. If you've been watching my recent thrift hauls this summer, I've been going kind of in the evenings, on the weekend, and finding that I can snag some great things even though there aren't new items being put out. This day was different, kind of back to normal for when I've tried to go in the evening or when there's not new inventory. So I didn't find too much, but I think found some good pieces to resell. My average cost of goods this trip was about $7.25 per item. So let me know in the comments below what your average cost of goods is at your thrift stores. I did have the 20% off coupon for Savers, which I always have when I shop there, or try to have so far. I've always had it. But had to be a little more picky this time on what I could get. This is a brand called Loudmouth. Very kind of bright, colorful, fun prints. And this is a golf brand for women, I think in particular. I don't know if they make men's items. Here's the label. And this is lined with the shorts and has an embroidered logo on the back. And it looked like skirts on eBay were going for about $30. So, you know, at $7 and change, I was just reminding myself, that's basically what this one was, tagged $7.79. So this is a great size though. This is, I think, a 14. Yeah, US 14. So I'm hoping that the bigger size and that I don't see any stains, given that it's white. You know, it's colorful, but it's white mostly on there. So great condition, great size, hoping that this will sell pretty quickly. I think the sell-through rate, I don't remember the numbers exactly, but let's say if 100 were listed, I don't think I searched this size specifically, but if 100 were listed, I think about 30 to 40 were sold in the last 3 months, which is good enough for me. You know, people golf in the summer, but also all year round, like to go on trips and travel, so I don't expect that to worsen. I found a couple Chico's Travelers pieces, which I do have a bunch listed right now. They're mostly plain, just black or navy blue. I did find one, I guess it's a cardigan. They're all the same material, the kind of slinky material, the acetate mix, stretchy and kind of non-wrinkle. I found one that's a cardigan, kind of one button, I think, maybe a couple buttons, and it has like a tropical floral print. That's the first time I found a Chico's Travelers that had a print to it. So this here is just a tank top, sleeveless top, but it has this print that's shimmery, kind of glittery. So I'm trying to see how these do. You know, the plain pieces do sell for me, not fast and not for a ton, like around 30, 35. This is a size 2, so I believe that's their large. But I'm hoping this will sell, you know, probably not for the $30, maybe $30 actually with the print, sleeveless. I'll probably list it at 30 or 34 and hope to sell at 25 or higher. And here's the other Chico's Travelers piece. So again, this really stretchy knit. This is heavier weight. This is a size 3, a newer tag. And this is a jumpsuit, a printed jumpsuit. So short sleeves, full-length leg. What is that, a wide leg? It is missing the belt. So the belt loops are there, which I'm going to leave on because the stock photos show the belt. There's elastic at the waist. There's a gold exposed zip in the back. Again, the size 3, so that equates to their extra large. This looked in great shape, and even without the belt, you know, with the cost of goods this day being $7 and a bit, I still think I'll be able to sell this. People, I think, will be happy to use their own belt that they like. Even if it came with a belt, people might, you know, change the belt from time to time anyway, so I don't worry too much about that if otherwise I want to sell the item. Now, if it came with a very distinctive belt and that was the style, then I might, you know, on a dress or something, I might consider passing, but something like this where it's black, you know, any plain black belt will do. This is Lauren Ralph Lauren. This is a 2X dress. And this was not the new tag, so I looked it over a few times for flaws and stains, and maybe I missed something, because I think this is good to pick up. So I don't know why it was passed over. Maybe someone bought it and returned it. That could be. But it's short sleeve. What would you call that? Would you call that a half sleeve? It doesn't quite go to the elbow, but it's a little bit longer. And just this really fun, colorful paisley print with a kind of tiered ruffle hem. It's almost like the Chico's Travelers, a synthetic stretchy knit blend. So kind of basic style, but I think, you know, the stretchiness is good, the colorful print is good. Let's just take a look at the materials here. 95 polyester and 5% elastane. So yeah, it's very similar to the Chico's Travelers or other kind of non-wrinkle items. So I do think that's appealing to people. And yeah, I don't see any flaws with this. I think it's got enough going on that this was the higher priced item today. $14.99 was the price. So again, I do my average pricing on a shopping trip. But you know, individually when I'm making a decision, because that's going to raise the average cost of goods, I did think that it was worth picking up for the $15. I found two of these in the shirts section. This is Lauren Ralph Lauren. I do believe this is vintage. And this is a size 10. Was it linen? 100% linen. And it's this tropical, no, not tropical, just floral print button shirt, short sleeve with a collar, but it's almost this, I don't know, do you call this the pajama collar? Where it kind of folds out for a little while. It does have buttons all the way up, but it looks like someone had kind of styled it or ironed it to be, kind of have this longer taper before they started buttoning it. But I found another one in a different color and different print, but it was missing one button and there was no spare button inside, and I just didn't want to take the chance. But this has all the buttons going down, look to be in great condition. A good size here is a size 10, the linen, vintage, so I'm excited to list that. I don't think I'm going to necessarily price it higher than other Lauren Ralph Lauren pieces. I'll, of course, do my research, but I think I'd price that just at $40, similar to what I might do for other tops that were interesting and linen. And is this, oh, second to last here. This is another top. I don't know very much about this, but there's enough kind of on writing on the tag and the shirt itself. So what is it here? Pure love, finest quality in tailoring, take away, exclusively designed in America, made in India, size large. So I don't know if, I don't know, take away, it almost gave me the impression that maybe it's repurposed fabric. So this is kind of a semi-sheer floral, but it has this ruffled collar, kind of 2 layers of ruffling all the way around the back, and a tie at the neck here, but also a button front. And I don't know, I just thought it was really cute. The fabric's very nice, the size large. I have to do my research on this. I didn't Google the brand because I'm not sure if the brand is Pure Love, if it's Take Away. There's an RN number. So RN, you can go to textile search or textile lookup, and there's an RN search. You type in that code and it'll give you a company name, although sometimes it doesn't match on here. If there's like a parent company and then they have other brands underneath, it may not really help you too much. But I just thought this was very pretty, maybe handmade. I don't know, just this tag really caught my attention. So I need to do more research on this, but it may be vintage. If it's not vintage, it's just something very interesting that might be using vintage clothing or vintage cloth. And yeah, more to look up on that. Leave a note in the comments below. How experimental do you get with your pickups, or do you really just stick to what you know? I just find that with so much competition, and I'm in the greater Boston area, you have to get a little creative sometimes. You have to look out of your comfort zone if you want to find things that other people are missing. So last, I found a couple of these Spanx camisoles. This one in a different cut or different shape. This one I picked up. The other one had what looked like deodorant marks that I think I could have gotten out, but I just didn't want to take the risk. So this is a shapewear tank top. I don't think, I'll do a Google Lens to see if I can find the style, but this doesn't have a style code. Like the jeans and the pants usually have an inner tag with the code right there, so easy. but these do not. And this has the kind of hang tag. Sometimes the Spanx are printed right here. I don't know if that's older or just some styles do and don't. But this is an extra large adjustable strap camisole. The only damage here is this kind of lace part in the back has some pulls. Let me know if you would have left this or picked it up. So maybe whatever someone wore, you know, if they tucked it into their jeans, maybe it got snagged, or into their skirt, or, you know, whatever else they had this. So it's not just one place, it's a bit of it, but I just thought that the rest of it looked fine. You know, this is something that you wear underneath your other items, so I'm hoping someone won't mind too much that it doesn't affect the stretch or the shaping or the compression at all. So I hope you enjoyed this short little thrift haul. Again, it kind of served a purpose of taking a break from a long drive, but also some thrifting, just looking at something different than miles of road ahead of me on a hot day. So I think I found some good things, trying to get the colors and the prints, more than just plain black or plain items, especially when the store is a little more quiet and I can look up and down the other aisles. When it's really busy, sometimes I'll just go to the black pants section because no one else is there, and I can find some good things, but they're not as fun to photograph, and slower sellers when it's just a plain item. So thanks for joining me today, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.